Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me here today. My name is Elise and I will be guiding you through how to master your downward facing dog asana. So in today's class, we're going to go over the correct posture and the alignment and how to feel comfortable within this pose. We're also going to talk about the benefits of this pose and some different variations for your own level of flexibility and your preferred style. So when you're ready, let's go ahead and begin. You can either start on a mat in your home, in the gym, or just finding a comfortable, quiet place to practice. So when you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so starting on our mats, we're gonna go ahead and push up into our first downward facing dog. So to begin, we can go ahead and just jump back into a high plank to begin. So when you're ready, let's come onto our mats. I'm gonna place my palms down here and just walk those feet out until I'm up into a high plank here. From here, we're going to slowly lower the body, keeping the elbows in towards the chest, and just lower the chest and chin here, dropping the body down onto the mat. We're going to inhale, pushing up into our Cobra Asana, allowing a slight bend in the elbows, drawing the shoulders back and lifting the chin here. Inhale, pushing up into upward facing dog, and exhale, we can sink those hips back into our downward facing dog asana. To begin, let's just go ahead and pedal those knees, walking the feet out here, just warming up the body and getting comfortable in the stretch. Just one by one, pedaling the feet out. This can also be referred to as walking the dog within a yoga class. So you're just going to bend each leg one at a time until you get more comfortable keeping yourself up in this position. This can help to improve flexibility and just warm you up to avoid any strains during the stretch. Okay, so now pushing back into that upward facing dog. There's some important things that we want to remember. So we want to make sure that we're evenly distributing the weight between the palms and the heels here. So we're not leaning too far on either side. So we just want to evenly distribute the weight, and you want to drop that neck. We don't want to be straining by lifting the head up. You're just going to allow it to rest naturally and hang between your arms here. You want your ears to be by your arms. So another important thing that you're going to want to remember is that it is completely okay to bend your knees here. If that feels more comfortable for you and it allows more movement throughout the spine, do this and that'll be way more helpful. Way more beneficial and avoid any strains or sprains. So by just bending your knees, you're going to get the same results from the stretch. So do what feels best for you. And a great tip to remember while doing your downward facing dog asana is to picture a string here on your pelvis. You want to picture a string pushing the hips up and back. So imagining that you're just getting pulled up and back into this stretch is really going to help you get the correct alignment and posture. So from here, let's gaze towards those fingertips and drop our knees down onto the mat. And we can meet here in a seated position to discuss some of the benefits of this stretch. Okay, so downward facing dog pose actually has a lot of physical and mental benefits as well. So if you're practicing this pose correctly, following the alignment tips that we've discussed throughout this class, you want to make sure that the shoulders are straight in front of you, hands shoulder width apart, fingers spread wide. We want to have that tailbone lifted up and pushed back. So we also discussed how we want to evenly distribute the weight between the palms, heels, and we talked about releasing the tension from the neck. So with all of these different fine-tuning throughout the pose, this is really going to help us reach these benefits. So downward facing dog pose has plenty of research behind it to prove that it helps to relieve back, neck pain, tension, and to help get rid of any stiffness. It has also helped to alleviate symptoms of depression. By having your head lower than your heart within this position, it helps to benefit our blood circulation and can really improve the blood flow throughout the body. This blood flow also can help us to relieve headaches, relieve fogginess, and this is also why it can help with our depression. So it's a great pose to practice to really strengthen the body, to really work at our muscles, and it's great to help relieve any back pain, to release tension and stress throughout the body, and therefore helping us mentally and physically throughout the stretch. So thank you again so much for joining me, and I hope to see you here again for another class together. My name is Elise, and it's been a pleasure to teach you today. So together, let's come to our mats and namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you back here again. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe below for more content together.